Well, hello everybody. This is a last installment, I think, on our canoe project. And Melanie pointed out to me that I didn't show you the finished result of our stitch and glue repairs. That was an illustration of the technique that we didn't use for most of the canoe, but we did for one part where the seam opened up. And so I wanted to show you how that actually looks when you get finished. We are back at home base now, and so you're not going to see the lake in the background. You're just going to see the woods and hear the cicadas and things in our backyard here. And you might hear some of our neighbors who are talking over yard work because it's Labor Day and people are off from work. So anyway, let me just give you a quick show of this. Now, I think I did show the pictures of the stitch and glue technique is basically like assembling a moccasin. You drill a series of holes down the edges of the wood that you're going to join together, and then you basically lace it together. Cable ties are the accepted way to do that now, and I'm going to show you what they look like here really quick. Let me turn this around now. Okay, come on now. There we go. Now, this is a seam, if you recall, I talked about this. This seam actually opened up on us, and we had to patch it together. But you can see a couple of the cable ties here, as they're visible, but actually they're underneath a layer of fiberglass material and a layer of epoxy. So they're waterproof. It's just the epoxy and the fiberglass are kind of translucent when they're all tight and well bonded. Let's take a look on the inside. Now, on the inside of this, pardon the dust, because remember we were using this and then we hauled it home at 70 miles an hour on top of a car. And so there's some dust and things just from the road work. Now, if you look down here closely, you can see right here, that is the little buckle that fastens a cable tie together. We put them on the inside, and I'm told that when you do this technique, you can actually, once you get that first layer of epoxy out in place on the outside of the boat, you can snip those off and pull them out. I chose to leave them in because this is up here at the end of the boat where really nobody's feet or knees are going to be resting, and we just puttied in between them. So there's really just, there's a little bump and a bit of a point right here, but you can kind of putty fill in around them. And so that's what that looks like on the inside. And I'll tell you this, it really does make for a nice tight joint and a nice way to lace something together. So next time we build a small boat, we might try doing it with the full stitch and glue method, because I like the way that seam worked, and it was nice. It was easy to adjust, and just the question of what do you do with that lumpiness that's left behind. So with that, let me leave you with one other illustration. I'll do that as a separate video for just a few seconds to show you one neat trick we found on the way home. Thanks.